called impact. The deeper aspect of the heart chakra is impact, because the heart chakra is the element of wind. So wind is movement. A lot of us aren't moving because we're not in our hearts. A lot of us are numb in our hearts. A lot of us are emotionless. Pisces is coming back during this time to remind you to activate. Pisces is a water sign. Emotions resides in the sacral chakra. Emotions, we have to tap back in. We've either corrupted our emotions, or we've told ourselves that when we have emotions, we take them in the wrong direction. And then when they get to the heart, we're steered off, and then we end up getting hurt because we're not taking that time to really discern what these emotions are trying to communicate. We're not listening to our bodies. We feel emotions, and then we just tell ourselves, oh shit, nope, that's that bullshit that got me fucked up. But your emotions are trying to communicate with you. What are your emotions trying to say? If you don't listen to your emotions in your body, then you don't know what your body's trying to tell you. You just are traumatized by emotions, period, and aren't realizing that emotions are trying to communicate. That's like being afraid of language because you heard a lot of bad words. Just stop listening to the bad words. Don't stop speaking. Don't stop having emotions. Don't stop having a heart. Pisces is so expansive that the waters have knowledge and boundaries into areas. On the metaphysical waters, the psychic waters of Pisces are so vast that there's a range of emotions that some of you have never even tapped into or given enough acknowledgement to, that you even knew that that was a degree or a sensitivity. Some of you are so numb that you only make things black or white. Like, how do you feel? Just angry. Okay, are you angry? Are you mad? Are you irritated? It's like there's ranges. There's energetic ranges. You're not exploring the depth of your ranges, so you're just staying at the elementary level. You only have a few choices. And sometimes simplicity is great, but there's an advantage that comes with complexity. It's options. Sometimes the simple options don't do the same things that the advanced options do. That's why you deal with those things sometimes, but we're so emotionally infantile that we're not necessarily able to tap into the bigger dreams because we're so Page of Cups about anything that comes our way, that the slightest shift or water or movement that changes our reality, we start to complain and get knocked over. But reality is shifted by behind the scenes by the spiritual. And the very thing that you're afraid of is the very thing that you need to make rapid shifts. You have to tap in. Surrender to the divine. This Pisces moon is asking you to surrender. If this is not a confirmation, you cannot force this change. The things that you're asking for are already set in place, and you have to allow the change. You have to at least allow the change for the things that you're asking for to happen, to actually happen. I think one of the hardest things for us as a collective, and I'm guilty of this too, is that because I'm so hypersensitive to changes, when I see my reality changing, when I see my finances changing, when I see my relationships changing, when I see my job changing, when I see my health changing, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is that? And ironically, questioning is actually one of the things that tends to hinder or slow down rapid manifestation. So sometimes the fear of wanting to know what we know, while things, when we ask, what is that, is changing, we're not allowing the power of the unknown to create the shifts. So we're still tapping into the placebo effect and making everything concrete. We have to surrender to the divine to allow adaptability and change. Pisces is the sign of mutable water. That's about the most non-concrete, changing, malleable, adapting thing that you can think of in the zodiac, in pretty much existence. So that means that you are supposed to be fluid as possible. Don't expect anything. That's not what it is. It's don't hold an outcome to the expectation of don't hold an expectation to the end result, so that you can receive what's entirely best for you and not limit yourself. There are connections and things opening up for you during this time that are setting the stage for what it is that you always wanted. Now is that time. This is your time. How can we tap into that? We're surrendering to the divine. We're allowing the energy to come into us. We're taking that divine breath, that deep breath that keeps us, that brings us into this present moment, brings us into the present moment. What are we doing now? Now that we've claimed our power, we want to be present. We want to have the communication with what it is that is right for us, that resonates for us in our position. What is your position? You want what's best for your position, not my position. This may resonate with you, but you want it to resonate with you. You want it to be adding abundance to your pocket. You want it to be building on your connection, your relationships. If you're feeling this, then you need to tap in. Alone time. It's time for you to figure out what it is that you want. It's funny because Pisces tends to integrate. This means that this is an awareness check to evaluate the energetic fields that you are around and the environments that you are around. You are oversaturated with too many varying degrees of interest and urges and impulses coming from other external projections and energy fields that you have not desaturated yourself from. You need some quiet so that you can maybe even hear that silent frequency and time with yourself so that you could actually discern what's coming out of your energetic field. When you're overlapping with other people, you're picking up on a shared energy and your thoughts and energies become influential with each other. So you don't necessarily know what's yours and what's theirs. So this is a confirmation during this Pisces new moon. Like I said, you dream big. You want to dream big. That means you got to spend some time with yourself to know what your desires are. You don't know what your desires are because you are basing your desires off of what is acceptable and okay with what your current circumstances and environment and the people that you currently share with are. But what you want don't have nothing to do with anyone else around you. You came into this world by yourself, and you will go, the journey for yourself is by yourself. You have to go through the journey on your own. So that means the things that you manifest and what's going on during this time to manifest bigger is what personally, outside of anyone else, benefits you and your growth and your path and your ascension. And because of the lingering energies, the residual energies of this Aquarius, it's time to upgrade. It's time to upgrade our tools, our technology. It's time to upgrade our energetic field. It's time to upgrade our vibration. Are you feeling this? Are you resonating with me? I hope that this is rhetoric and it is clear and concise for you and it resonates in a way that makes sense and that you can take and activate on. That you're able to walk in your power. That you're able to ask for the things that you want and know that you deserve them and build upon them. Enjoy this new moon, Pisces. Walk in your power, walk in your energy. Speaking of technology, I was actually trying to do it live. But when everything started messing up, I was like, yep, we're just going to chop this up into segments. So depending on how this uploads, I really want to get this message out. So you'll see at the end, either it's going to be like one big video or I'm actually going to chop it up and give you this in segments. But I hope that you have a blessed day, a wonderful day, that your divine feminine and masculine are in harmony for yourself. And that the things that you're feeling, that you're taking that time, you're not moving at somebody else's pace, you're moving at your own pace. You're taking that moment to surrender so that you can simply just receive what's best for you. Receive and take in what your body is saying to you. Spend some time with yourself and take in the things that give you peace. There's been a lot of going on, so find the things that give you peace and solidarity. Let that resonate with you. Again, this is Lotus. Tune in for the next videos. And as we move into the next full moon coming up, let's see how the intentions that we've set ourselves up for sets ourselves up for the cycle for this full moon. Much love, many blessings, and Ashe.